Here we go. Here we go. Hello. Welcome to. Can am I coming in clear? Shoot. Test. Uh, Anybody in the chat? Can am I coming in? Can you hear me? I think I did it right. Hope you can. If you can, let me know. If you can't hear me, let me know. Um, this is with not too much fanfare at the moment. This is gonna be my first run at this, but I wanted to have a live for hello, Mr. Mimsy. I want to have a live for Dummy. Dummy Krueger has steadily become one of my really good buds behind the scenes. Like we email, we talk a lot and stuff like that. I mean, I was already a big fan of Dummy Krueger as it was, but he's turned out to be one of the nicest guys, one of the most genuine people, authentic, really cool people. And so I like watching his videos, but even more so, I really like being in his comment section when people. There's so many smart ass people in those comment sections, and it's so much fun to be there. Like to be a part of that comment section. That what I thought, why not make a live celebrating one of our favorite content creators, and that's Dummy. And so what I want to do is once a month, present maybe like his top three videos of the week, and just kind of like talk about them, have fun with it. I hope that this is useful towards him. Like I hope that he, like I just so you guys know, I extended an invitation to him. I have in many lives before, and he has joined the lives, or he has been in the chat. He's very generous with his time when he can give it. So just so everybody knows, like if if you guys ever like wanted just like to come and like leave like a personal chat, or be able to talk to Dummy, I guarantee you this is the place to do it. If you guys have any kind of like comments that you wanted to share, I promise you that it will be shared here. Because like I said, me and Dummy are in communication. I am if I could tell you guys, one of my biggest goals is to get Dummy to do lives. And if everybody here is a Dummy Kruger fan like I am, we want him to do lives. Like I want him to like to actually like have interactions with his chats and stuff like that. So it's something that I'm pushing for. I hope that like these streams that I do here can kind of like get him to feel more comfortable wanting to do these things. I don't know if it's a comfort thing. I think maybe more it's a maybe a time thing, because I feel like that whole comfort part is gone now, because I've seen him do lives now, and he looks. I know at one time it was a thing about the comfort, but I know that he's completely different when it comes to the to comfort in lives. He looks more comfortable. He acts more comfortable. So my thing with these lives, like this is an actual fan thing. Like I said, I love Dummy Kruger. I hope everybody that's here loves Dummy Kruger, because this this these lives are gonna be only about Dummy Kruger. Um, like I said, eventually I'm gonna highlight the top three videos that he puts out. Right now, like I'm just gonna deal with whatever's here, whatever we got to work with, because you know, uh, I just started this. But you know, if you are a Dummy Kruger fan, I want you to be here, and I want you to, you know, tell me what you guys think. Which is his favorite video? What are your favorite three videos? What are the ones that like that you want us to talk about and stuff like that? And also, like, the more you interact and stuff like that, maybe I'll get you on panel so you can talk with me about the video or whatever. Um, it's this is like I said, this is a thing that I'm doing for Dummy Kruger for two reasons. One, because out of like all the people I think that like that are creators in this like community, I guess, or this anti-fraud community, I think he's one of the ones that like is like just flying straight, doing everything right. His videos are always 100%, like either on point or they attack people for the right reasons. They're never, like too off on one side, too off on another side. He's really fair about things. And so, like I really want to celebrate that. And I also, uh, you know, if there is a possibility, because the thing is that I think that sometimes, we get, like we get people who probably want to, give give some feedback. You know, from the other side, they want to give some feedback to Dummy Krueger, and I think it would be hilarious to have one of them, one of the ones that Dummy Krueger dunks on, come, like figure out that this is his. This is where we fan out to him, and have one of them come over here and just like embarrass themselves in front of us. That would be like my other goal, because I would love to have like the idiot that I'm about to show, like, show up here. But yeah, guys. So this, like I said, this stream is all about Dummy Krueger. I'm gonna show in each of these. I'm gonna show three of his videos. Most of the time, I'm gonna separate the three that I think are the best for the week. So I don't know if they if these lives should be done on Wednesday. This is where I'm gonna probably ask you guys to help me out here. Like, if you guys think I should do it on Wednesday, if you guys think I should do it on Friday, maybe Sunday. I was thinking like maybe either Friday. I was thinking either Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday for this stream. It's only gonna be once a week, and like I said, I'm gonna highlight his three best videos, and then we can talk about them. If there's anything, if you guys are Dummy Kruger fans, that you guys are about, like talking about his videos and like celebrating Dummy Kruger, I would say, like, go ahead and put your suggestions as far as like what you would want to see here, because like I said, this is exactly what it is. It's a fan live for Dummy Kruger. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Nothing more, nothing less. And I hope this is helpful towards him. I hope this is helpful towards you guys to have a, you know, a good connection. Like to be able, like I said, anything you guys want to message or say anything, I promise you that it will get to him. If there's something that you've been wanting to like express about his videos, or that you want to say like a nice comment or whatever, leave it in my comment section. I promise you it'll get to him. So let's get this started. There's no more talkie talkie. By the way, just so everybody knows, if I put on a video, I don't have to stop and play it, because Dummy Kruger gave me the absolute green light to play any of his videos, as many as I want at any time. So I don't have to worry about no copyright strikes or nothing like that. I can go ahead and just put anything I want as far as Dummy Kruger is concerned. So you don't have to listen to me. Once I push play on the video, we're just watching the video, okay? I'll even be in the chats if you guys just want to just like chat about it, okay? Oh, and the video where I'm gonna put the first video I'm gonna put is the one that he put in today. So if you haven't seen it, don't worry, I got you. This is the one about Afro Boy, Afro Man. If you haven't seen it.
Welcome to the Dummy Krueger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us to the Lynn County Courthouse located in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I want you to picture this. First Amendment auditor Afro Man Audits is on his last day of trial for charges of willful disturbance and two separate counts of harassment in the third degree. Afro Man's father, who we will be referring to as Afro Dad, sits in on his son's trial for harassment and not only gets arrested for contempt of court, but he also picks himself up on a harassment charge. I couldn't make this up if I tried. The first clip we see is Afro Man leaving the courtroom while one of his freedom fighting buddies is recording the exterior door of the courtroom for hours. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and comment below. Let's jump right in. You may have thought I was kidding about him just recording the exterior door to the courtroom, didn't you? Nope. This is how he chose to spend his day.
What's up, man?
So,
You're live.
got my dad in contempt for 5 days.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like for 5 days of jail?
Because, yeah.
Really?
Because,
Dan's in jail for 5 days.
Yeah.
Pigs.
Because, I've had a continuance before trial because of a medical issue where I have to go to the doctors and everything, but it was denied and everything. So now I'm in there dry heaving, almost getting sick in the garbage and everything. And my dad didn't like it, so he said something, and Jones put him in contempt for swearing.
What?
Yeah.
So Dan's in jail right now for 5 days.
Yeah.
He got arrested.
And I'm in contempt too after this case.
What?
Yeah, after this trial's heard.
First, the judge threatened to hold Afro Man in contempt, but apparently later changes his mind after he apologized for leaving the courtroom earlier in the morning. The judge gave Afro Man a second chance, something he never did to the public employees he harassed for months on end. More on that later. As for Afro Dad, his charge and sentencing reads, Court finds Daniel Van Neville in contempt of court, sentenced to serve 5 days in jail to be served forthwith. I have a running theory that any time forthwith is used in a sentence, someone means business. And before I hear, but Dummy Krueger, he was just taking up for his kid that was allegedly having some sort of panic attack. For that I say, watch the entire video to see some of the dangerous rhetoric and threats Afro Dad has levied against public employees in the past. Your opinion of that may not stay the same way. Let's continue.
I still so you seriously, Dan is in jail right now.
5 days.
See,
And they probably won't let him out on Saturday either.
Margarita
Probably
was
stay in there.
just saying that, like, I have a feeling you're gonna get arrested, and like that's kind of like what
He wants to put me in contempt because I was having a panic attack when I first got here because they didn't grant my continuance. And I went up and talked to the court and talked to Courtney.
Yeah.
And just because I was up there and for like 22 minutes or whatever, the judge
Just so you know you're not
called me contempt. The judge once called me in contempt though, just because I was having a panic attack, and I left the courtroom to calm down and everything.
Yeah. So
So therefore, you're not allowed to have a medical emergency in court and judge contempt.
Yeah.
Like literally, you're not allowed to, even though all these dumb bitches want to go off feelings. What about my fucking feelings? All these ass wipes want to use their feelings. What about mine, pieces of shit?
This is the second court appearance in a row Afro Man claims to have had some sort of panic attack.
That's hilarious. I think that's super hilarious right there. And I'm surprised Dummy didn't jump all over that. It's like, what do you like? What do these guys always say? The laws don't matter about your feelings. They don't care about your feelings. The law doesn't care about your feelings. Isn't that what they always say? And I bet you this guy didn't care 1 second about the feelings he was bothering while he was waiting like for his papers or whatever. That's why he got in trouble, right? But all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, what about my feelings? What about my feelings?" This is just perfect example of what frauditors are, man. Selfish, petulant children. That's what they are. Just selfish. That's hilarious, though. That makes me laugh. I love it. Dang it.
My question is, what about the harassment this kid levied against a group of women for months, leading to multiple protective orders? The abuse was relentless and went on day after day after day. I'll be covering more of that topic when the judge renders a decision for these charges. He also has another trial that is set to resume in September for another willful disturbance charge, as well as another harassment charge, but this time in the first degree, which is considered an aggravated misdemeanor and much more serious. Let's skip ahead to a few hours later where our cameraman attempts to bail out Afro Dad for a contempt of court charge.
What can I help you with?
I'm here for two reasons. One, I'm trying to get some information about Daniel Van Neville. And the second reason is I'm trying to put some money on his books so he can have some stuff when he's in jail.
To put money on his books, you would use the black box behind you to use that.
Oh, okay, box.
Yeah, the kiosk right behind you.
Okay. Does it accept cash?
Yes, that's the only form it uses.
The only form he uses. Okay, I gotcha. Can you tell me anything about Dan Van Neville? Like, when's he getting out? Or anything or anything? You know, we just don't know anything. least something.
Alright, so it looks like he's here for harassment second. The bond is 1,000 cash as surety. And then it looks like he is here for a contempt of court, serving time on that. And it looks like he's serving time until the 13th on that one.
The 13th. So you said, is there a bond or is there not a bond?
So at some point, either while in court or sometime afterwards, we find out he's not only spending 5 days in jail for contempt, but he also picked himself up on harassment in the second-degree charge. He has court for that today, August 9th, so when I get more information on that, I'll post it on my community. It's not updated yet on site.
So on the harassment second, there's a bond of 1,000, but then on the contempt of court, he's serving time on that one.
So there's no way to get him out, nothing.
Not today.
When?
So you could post the bond on the harassment second, but he would have to stay until August the 13th because he's serving time on that one.
Okay, so even if someone came in with $1,000 cash, he would still be here till the 13th regardless.
Yes, because he's serving time on that contempt of court.
Okay.
Posting a bond for contempt of court typically isn't a thing. It goes directly from being charged to sentenced, with the judge having the final say on the length of the sentence within certain parameters.
Okay, guys, gonna be putting some money on the books here for Dan. Ask him about the harassment charge. I don't think they're gonna know anything. I think they just know what the computer says. Let me get some money on the books before I go asking. Well, I mean, I get what you're saying about who did he allegedly harass, but like you guys got to remember that all these charges have all been bogus, so you can expect the charges moving forward to be bogus as well. You know.
So the man with the camera, who goes by Butt Crack News Network, has no idea what transpired. Hell, he just found out about the harassment charge himself, yet he's already telling his audience the charges are obviously bogus.
So we'll put some in this. I only got 2 bills on me, guys. I got a 10 and a 1. So I'm going to put both of them in there.
Afro Dad just hit the lottery with the whole $11. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to buy him too many honey buns. Before he exits the property, this guy lets us all know exactly why Afro Dad is sitting in jail.
They got a camera there to film us. And then they got another camera. And if you guys want to know why Dan's in jail, it's over cameras. You know, the pigs just think that if they intimidate us enough that we're just going to stop filming them. And they're going to keep on getting away with their organized crime activities.
So Butt Crack News Network here, who claims to only report, quote, real news, runs with the false narrative that it's only because of the camera that Afro Man and his dad are in so much legal peril. It couldn't possibly be their behavior. Before we leave today, I do have a few clips that show us who Afro Dad is. To provide context, these clips were recorded during Afro Man's arrest for the charges he is currently facing trial for.
Look at this, everyone. I'm now being arrested for I got money in there too. I'm being arrested now for trumped up charges and hearings.
Well, people, this is how these motherfuckers work.
I know.
So after Afro Man was arrested, Afro Dad picked up the camera and went on an insane, menacing rant aimed towards a group of public employees. This is what I said at the time. As for Afro Man's father, I have been looking daily to see if he has been charged for his outburst during the live stream when Afro Man was arrested. At this time, there have been no charges brought against him. The women he is talking about during this live stream do have a no contact order against both Casey and his dad, so that certainly could come into play. Upon release from jail, Afro Man had a live stream where he was defending his father, where he said, quote, "They were just words that fall under the First Amendment," unquote. Their claims are when the dad continued to mention the Second Amendment over and over, he was just educating the employees on that particular right. It wasn't meant to be a threat. This was a poor excuse considering what was actually said. Here's some of his quotes.
Wow, wow, wow. Father of the year, huh? Wow. These are ooh, a little bit charged up there, huh? A little bit charged up there. All right. That's pretty much the end of that video. So I'm not gonna continue on that one. It's he's gonna give his outro, but I don't want anybody to believe that that's the end of this show just because I showed one video. Because like I said, I'm gonna be showing at minimum 3 videos of Mr. Dummy Krueger, and I waited until I showed the first video to explain this part of the deal that I got with Dummy. Okay, because I don't I'm not here to cater to fair weather fans. Like I want this to be an actual fan thing for Dummy Krueger. So I waited until I played the first video to let you guys know this. This is for the people who are here, who are actually here for Dummy Krueger. He wants to see a chat full of people chatting and interacting and saying funny comments. If he sees a chat full of funny comments, he will be here. He will show up. But a chat that's not interacting and stuff like that, he's that's not what he's looking for. So that was the part. That was the part that I was gonna hold out until we got in deep. So for the people that are here, you guys know the secret of what these lives are. So if you guys want Dummy to pop up, you guys got to get it. Got to get it going. You know what I mean? Uh, and that's all I can say for now. The second video is going to be the one that he put out yesterday. Now I believe out of all the videos that he's showed for this week, that one is the best one. Like I really like that one. So that's going to be my favorite. At the end, you can go ahead and let me know out of the 3 that I show which is your favorite. But yeah, the chat interactive, the chat moving is what's going to get his attention. But Chad's not moving. Chad's not doing nothing. Is dead. It's fine. I mean, you guys can watch the videos all day. Like I said, he's giving me permission to show his whole video, and you guys can come and catch up and watch them and stuff like that, and talk about them however you want. But if you guys want Dummy, you guys got to make him. You guys got to call him out. You guys got to like have fun and interact right here, so he can come out here and have fun with us. I think so, OTA. I think so. I think it is Casey Jones, which is kind of sad, right? I mean, well, technically in literature, that is a sad character, anyways, as it is. All right, let's get to the next video, which I think is just crazy. I love the video that he put out on that on the next auditor. Should I go to this one? No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is my favorite video of the week, so everybody knows.
Welcome to the Dummy Krueger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us to a U-Haul parking lot located in Olympia, Washington. The fearless freedom fighter that we will be discussing goes by the name PWNT, which stands for Pacific Northwest Transparency. PWNT has only been auditing for 3 months, but he's already making a name for himself in the auditing community by exposing governmental overreach at establishments such as Chase Bank, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and even an
Possibly, Mr.
independently owned
Mimsy.
local car wash. He even took the time to post this very serious poll asking his audience members which privately owned business he should audit next. Our video today will focus on one of his latest audits, leading to some sort of scuffle, and our freedom fighter ultimately being hit with an assault charge. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe, turn on all notifications, like, and comment below. Let's jump right in.
We are still on 4th Avenue, which turns into Martin Way. And I've seen people audit U-Hauls before, and they freak out for some reason. I'm not sure why. It was right across the street from the last one, so why not?
I think the better question is why? Could it be you were simply looking for a confrontation? Nah.
Back to that. Open 7 days a week. There's their phone number. If anyone's in the market for a U-Haul.
Or if you don't have Google.
What? Say it again. Can I have your permission? Can I have your permission? Good thing I don't need it.
What a weirdo.
Why don't you want to be filmed?
Is it for personal?
I really do not wish to say.
Oh. Well, I am a minor, so
Okay.
maybe that'll make it better for you.
That comment says more about you than it does about me.
What?
I said that comment says more about you than it does about me.
I blurred this part out because he was filming an underage girl.
Good job.
And she
Dummy.
asked a great question. Is this for personal use? She has no idea who this man is. He just has his little camera pointed directly at her without any consideration for her feelings whatsoever. I believe the filming of this underage girl is what eventually leads to the altercation. After he stood there for about 20 more minutes, a truck attempts to leave the property.
Loves the camera.
All the tyrants.
I know she
All the
does.
tyrants, OTA.
She keeps going right in front of it. That's how close you get? You realize I got a body camera, right? I can give two shits. Get away from it. Get the off me. Get away from me.
Put a one in the chat if he deserves this.
Get away right now. Me. Get away. You better take that. Come on. Come on. Don't go near that. Where's my bike?
It was a little tricky to see what exactly transpired here. It looked as if the auditor was standing in the egress of this U-Haul parking lot, and the auditor smacked the truck when it was exiting. His eventual charges, I believe, will help us a little bit in determining what exactly happened.
Mother. You don't just get to assault people on public property. You don't get to hit people's vehicles. Really? Okay, I'm not even going to argue with you. I've got 3 cameras on you. So get your story straight. Well, that's broke. So there's another charge.
Is he a prosecutor?
Keep laughing, man. Just minding my own business. You're in the way. In the way on private property on a sidewalk?
Jeremiah, is that what your name is?
Get away from me. I'm not talking to any one of you after that shit. And you're all sticking up for him, too.
How many of you thought that when she said Jeremiah, she was confusing him for Jeremiah Payne? Because I thought she was confusing him for Jeremiah Payne. I was like, no way. Like, is he that well known? But apparently they know him. Like he gets in their way all the time. You know, he's really keeping this U-Haul in check. You know, because if you don't keep your U-Hauls in check, the tyrants will get out of control, guys.
This is U-Haul in Olympia, Washington. Phone number is 360-943-4511. I was standing peacefully on the sidewalk when this drunk fat thought he'd be funny because he likes the owners to get as close as possible to me. So I slapped the back of his truck on that tonneau cover. So for that mortal sin of slapping a truck on the top where it left no damage, you just decided to assault me. take my shit away from me and try to hit me with it. How'd that work out? Look at the side of your face. Oh, you're going to be thinking about me every morning for a month.
What exactly does it mean by the side of the face? I don't see anything on that guy. Do you guys see anything on him? What does he mean by side of the face?
For a fucking month. Clearly. Yeah, I'm the assaulter. That's Rich.
So a little bit of a spoiler alert, but after the police investigate and the prosecutor looks at all relevant film, they believe that yes, in fact, the auditor was the assaulter. More on that in a bit. Officers arrive on scene pretty quickly, and guess which party pitches a fit the entire time?
What's your name?
I'm Officer Edward.
What's your badge number?
33.
33.
Go sit over there and we'll get this.
I'm
all
not going
sorted out.
anywhere. I'm in public. Get away from me. I'm pissed.
Okay. Hey, what we do need is for you to stay.
I'm on public property. If you want them to get away, take them away.
Okay, that's fine. You just go ahead and stand over there.
I'm right here. I'm
Deal
happy.
with it. Let me deal with what's going on.
It's common practice for officers just arriving on scene to make sure the two parties involved in a physical altercation stay separated. They have no idea what just happened, yet the auditor says he's on public property. He'll stand wherever the hell he wants. The toddler-like behavior exhibited by a lot of these individuals never fails to astound. Let's now lean into on what he claims took place.
And so I just want to make sure I understand. He drove past, hit his tonneau cover.
He drove past close enough that I had to jump back against the truck. If I would have stayed where I stood, I would be under his back tire. And so as he did that, and I can't remember if it squealed, but he hit the gas as he came by, hoping he was just going to take off. And as he's going by, I just went like that.
The man in the truck did get quite close to him, but was that due to the auditor standing in the exit? And he also asserts that he had to jump back to avoid getting hit. Let's take a quick look again to see if we find that.
Oh, I love this breakdown. I love it.
That's how close you get?
After multiple viewings, I never witnessed him moving backward as he claimed to the officers.
Right.
Additionally, further evidence supporting the direct pull of the truck from the exit to the road is where the vehicle eventually came to a stop. There was no instances of driving on the shoulder or easement, and in my opinion, it appears evident that the auditor deliberately obstructed his path.
I didn't
That-
punch
Great breakdown.
the
I mean,
truck.
that's
I didn't leave
one
any
of my
dents.
favorite parts.
I didn't leave any scratches. I slapped the top of a tonneau cover in frustration because he just tried to run me over. And for some reason, he thinks that gives him the right to get out of his truck, get in my face, and put hands on me.
Say, put hands on me. What do you mean?
Grab me, trying to punch me. He was trying to fight me. And I wanted nothing to do with it. All I wanted to do was back away.
You just ride around on your power bike and
My therapist told me I needed to get out more. I don't know if you've sticking myself in a spot where I feel safe for so long that nothing else feels safe. So in order for me to grow as a person, she suggested that I get out and meet people, try to, find some friends, that kind of thing.
I have a sneaky suspicion that this man's therapist had a different idea in mind when advising him to meet new people.
I held my monopod up to protect myself. He grabbed my monopod, so I slammed him up against the truck, threw him on the ground, and then kicked him. And then I backed up and said, okay, get away from me. I don't know if you have any of those.
So you were recording it, correct?
Correct.
Would you show me that video?
Yeah, absolutely.
The kicking of the man while that man was on the ground was certainly an interesting choice. I wonder if that was advised by his therapist as well. So the officer in charge of the investigation begins looking at his footage, and she doesn't see it quite the way he does.
He's still talking to the employee.
So is that the thing you hit him with? That thing?
No, it's a gimbal. It's on the top of a monopod. When he gets out of the truck and comes at me, I put my monopole to protect myself.
Gotcha. That's a black thing in the
Yeah, I didn't
gotcha.
swing it at him. I put it between us, and he grabbed it and tried to hit me with it.
All right. So what's going to happen, Jeremiah? I'm just going to submit a report with your version, his version, all the video evidence. The prosecutor's going to decide.
He's not going to jail?
No.
You guys
We're going to refer charges.
What was your name again?
It's right here. I'm actually giving you my card.
Well, I'm going to get everyone's information again just to make sure.
Oh, the poor little frauditor. No one's going to jail.
As soon as he finds out they will not be arresting the other party, his attitude flips like a switch and a full-on meltdown ensues.
So, no charges.
No, we're referring charges.
So, what is. Okay, so explain that to me. I'm not.
So, we submit our report to the prosecutor's office, and then they're going to look at all the evidence, and they'll determine fault, and they'll determine which charges are going to be charged.
By the way, just I know this is a little bit off topic, but if you guys know who Katie Zed is, when I saw this officer, I'm all like, I think if Katie Zed would have ever gone into police work, this is what she looked like. Just saying, if you guys know who I'm talking about, I think if she was a cop, that's what she looked like. Just saying.
So we have that.
You guys don't charge people that assault people standing on the side of. He grabbed me after he tried to hit me with a car.
Here's the deal. Okay?
And he's going to drive away from this.
Are you going to let me talk a little bit?
As long as you don't give directives and cops blame. Give me information.
Those are just buzzwords he's heard previous auditors say. They're literally trying to relay to him as to what takes place next, yet he is having none of it.
Oh yeah, we'll make a report. Give me your ID. Give away your Fourth Amendment right. I'm still talking. I'm pissed.
Right?
I have every right to say what I want to say. This is a joke. What are you here for if not for this?
We're trying to explain our side of this, man.
No, you're not. You're not trying to explain it. You're trying to blow smoke up my ass so I leave here in a good mood. You know what? You guys were doing so good. Get the f- out of my face.
Oh, blowing
Go
smoke
away.
up your ass?
I'm not talking to you. You can do whatever you want.
From you, Paul. So
That's fine. The lawsuit will take care of it.
Certainly, a typical First Amendment auditor video wouldn't be complete without the inclusion of a nonsensical threat of a fake lawsuit. It has become a common element in such recordings. And to add a little bit of salt to the wound, he was officially trespassed from U-Haul.
Olympia PD, guys.
I think they need to start asking
You
Mr.
get
Minzy.
punched and assaulted on the side of the road, and I get a trespass. I get a trespass warrant. See, smirking.
I'm sorry, sir, but smirking is a constitutionally protected activity. It's almost if you don't believe the bullshit that comes out of your mouth.
You guys are a f***ing joke. Go do something. No, I don't want to talk to you. I do not want to talk to you. Put your left hoof in. Put your left hoof out. Put your left hoof in and shake it all about. You do the piggy pokey and you turn yourself
don't
around.
walk that close behind me, sir.
And now you can go off.
Now, this is textbook activism. I have ample confidence in this individual, and I firmly believe that he will initiate significant improvements in U-Haul's authoritarian conduct.
2-2. I'm walking around. 2238. These are our cars. 2218.
Sir, step away from my vehicle so that I can access it.
This is my vehicle.
So if the vehicle indeed does belong to him, why is he outside of it? And why does he feel the need to record his own property? I'll hang up and listen.
You don't. It's not. It's called a public easement. We're trying to fucking bully me. I know my rights. All that proves is you think I'm a chump. You think you're going to lie to me and shove me off and I'm going to smile about it.
Hey, is it just me, or as the video has gone along, this guy has steadily turned into BSBT? Am I hearing that? Are you guys hearing that? It's like he kind of had his own like voice for a minute there. The minute he started getting into his meltdown, I swear I hear BSBT.
I'm not fucking done. You wait. Hey, all I'm going to say is I'm going to get your name out this report, and you're going to have lawsuits. Since these guys won't do anything, I'm going to let the court do it.
Yeah, no, you're not. And public easements aren't for parking your little e-bike on. They are intended to be used for a specific purpose, not some loudmouth creeping Tom to just hang out all day. The scope and allowed activities on a public easement depend on the terms of the easement agreement.
Gave away my Fourth Amendment right when they said they were going to write a case and they said they were going to handle this. And I was smirking over there. Something funny, isn't it?
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Explain this to me.
I'm trying to, but you're not letting me speak.
No, you're cop-splaining. You're telling me how to deal with it. I want you to tell me how you're going to deal with it.
Okay. Are you going to let me speak? Because if you're not,
Okay.
then I'm not going to talk.
Go right ahead. You've done great so far.
All right. When we say we're referring something to a prosecutor, it's not just the assaults. It's everything that's involved in it, okay? When the report gets written, everything that occurred today with the video that we took from you, we get from U-Haul, and we're going to get from this car auto sales right behind us, is all going to get put with the report, and a prosecutor is going to look at it and decide what's going to happen from there. You civically,
He's gonna have to send the
can go
cease and
forth and
desist
try to
first.
sue him to
Oh,
get
you bet
stuff
your
back.
sweet ass.
That's up to you. You have the right.
I'm
to
coming for you guys, too.
Okay, which is your right.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, there he did pay the cop a compliment. If you guys heard that, he said, "You bet your sweet ass." He just told that cop he has a sweet ass. I think the cops are growing on him. I'm just saying. I think the cops are growing on him.
So you're going to prick by gaslighting me. That's how you treat people, huh? They get assaulted and then they get trespassed from public property. She's stupid. So are you.
Of course, he didn't get trespassed from public property. He was trespassed from U-Haul. And these meltdowns from these freedom fighters are always entertaining to me. But not only the meltdowns, the fact that they post them on the internet for anyone to view is baffling. Switching gears a little bit, no one was arrested at the time because the officers did their due diligence, as did the prosecutors by looking at multiple cameras throughout the area. Oddly enough, our auditor hasn't mentioned anything about what happened days later. So much for transparency. The only reason I know he was arrested and charged is because I got my hands on an email that he sent to multiple rights protectors. It reads, "Is there any chance you have litigation context? The OPD event at U-Haul has grown. A few days ago, I was mailed court documents informing me that the city prosecutor was charging me with 3 counts, one being assault in the 4th degree. They gave me less than a week to prepare. My arraignment is the day after tomorrow, early morning. I honestly have no idea what's going to happen Wednesday. Amazing how I get attacked twice, and results end up with me being trespassed and charged with 3 counts. Now I might actually be thrown in jail for taking pictures in public. Any thoughts or ideas you might have would be greatly appreciated." While trying to find more information about this arrest, Olympia News Network, an outlet that closely monitors events in Olympia, posted the following while covering Pacific Northwest transparency. They wrote, 30-plus videos, and less than 2 months later, the Olympia Police Department would be recommending charges to the prosecutor's office for an incident in front of the U-Haul on 4th Avenue, resulting in him in front of a judge for arraignment for the following charges: assault in the 4th degree, disorderly conduct, and pedestrian interference. The first 2 charges are pretty self-explanatory, but the pedestrian interference means to walk, stand, sit, lie, or place an object in such a manner as to block passage by another person or a vehicle, or to require another person or driver of a vehicle to take evasive action to avoid physical conduct. And that's not the only arrest he's had recently. 11 days ago, he wrote that he was arrested at a DSHS building for some sort of confrontation. The comments under the post were mostly hysterical, with the top comment coming from Monica, writing, "Couldn't have happened to a more deserving guy. By the way, Costco sells big cheese to go with your huge wine. I have a feeling that some of the local business owners and residents have already had their fill of this man because he got absolutely slammed under this post." I'll be keeping an eye out for his video at the DSHS building,
Oh
so
man, I'm
please
waiting
remember
for
to
that
check
one.
back in periodically for more fun. I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up today. Please do remember to subscribe, like, and comment below. This is Dummy Krueger, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Now I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I don't know how you guys feel about it. That, yeah, yeah, Pat, exactly. Dude, that was my favorite one this whole week, dude. That one, like, I swear, I don't know how many, I don't know how many times you guys watched it. I watched it at least 4 different times, and I was cracking up every single time. And then I had to show, I actually had to share when I share some of these videos with people that I know. It's rare because they don't really like seeing all that, like all the BS, going back and forth. They can't really stand for that. But the Dummy Kruger videos so far have been a hit with everybody that I know. It's just great. It's good stuff. I love it. Right. Yeah, Sue, exactly. He needs to hang it up. Um Now before I put on the third video, is there any video that you guys wanted to see again or haven't seen or haven't caught up on? Just let me know now so we can get kind of like on board on the third video because that's the last video I'm going to show. And then we're going to have a quick little vote on what you guys think is the best video. Right now, for me, this is number one for the week. The other one, just by default, I put it on because it's the newest one. But is there any video that you guys in particular have wanted to see or feel like as a group you guys want to see? Just throw it out there in the chat right now. Hey, dummy, right here. I let these guys know, like keep it active, and Mr. Dummy Kruger is gonna show up, and here you are. Yeah, look at this. I told you guys. Hey, see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You come out here and be a Dummy Kruger just like Dummy Kruger, and he's gonna pop up. The sticker pimp is always a classic. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a live that is gonna have classic Dummy Kruger for you guys. I'm gonna choose my top 5 favorite Dummy Kruger of all time, and I'm gonna put them out there. But we're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna make polls. We're gonna do a lot of stuff. We're gonna get DK out here and have him, come out here every once in a while. But thank you so much for showing up, Dummy. I know you're a very busy guy, and whatever time you give us is really generous. You're one of my favorite content creators, and I'm doing this for you, buddy. Like I hope that I could this could be a launching pad to your lives. I hope that like this gets you going. Like because all of us want you to do lives. All of us are like we're looking forward to you someday coming out and doing lives. And if this pushes you towards that, then great. I could care less what this does for. I don't want anything for my channel, but for you to get the notoriety you need to get started on your lives. This is my main goal for doing this. But thank you for showing up, man. You're always so generous with your time. Great friend. They can try, dummy. They can try, but they can't keep me under control. So come on, guys. What do you guys want? Which is the third video you guys want to put up here, huh? Should I just put on one of the more recent ones? I'll put one of the more recent ones, and then we'll vote on the top three. And this is gonna be an ongoing thing. And you guys, I'm not. I'm thinking maybe I'll switch it to Fridays because we can wait to see everything that comes out for the week. But if not that, I think Wednesday's pretty decent. Even though it's kind of in the middle, I think that's a decent day to have it. Just saying, just saying. But you guys can let me know because it's gonna be a once a week thing. Let me see here. By the way, if you haven't, make sure that you like and leave a comment to every single one of these videos that I show you guys. If you haven't, take your time when you can to go and like and comment on them. Make sure you give Dummy Kruger the extra little points. So although it's Mister over here 18.4K, of course every bit helps always. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let's do. What's this? Let's do a short one. I don't want to do too much of a long one. Let's do this one right here. Let's just do this one.
Welcome to the Dummy Krueger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us to the Jackson County Correctional Institution located in Jefferson, Georgia. Today's freedom fighter goes by the name North Georgia Audits, and he decides to pull a rogue nation by frauding around a prison, with the results eventually ending in the same manner, handcuffed and jailed with a felony charge. Rogue Nation was found guilty of this exact charge back in April of this year, making him a two-time felon. Regrettably for North,
We appreciate your time, Dummy. And remember, anytime I do one of these lives, Dummy, I'm always gonna leave you a link inside of your email. So if ever you decide to pop in, you just go ahead and pop in, and it'll be your time. Whatever you want to say, whatever you want to do, it's your time. This live is meant for you. And if you want to come in here and take over, it's all you to do so, sir. So thank you so much for your generosity and letting me use your videos. And anytime that you give us, you're one of my best friends, and I can't appreciate you anymore.
Georgia Audits, he failed to watch the video I created about Rogue Nation's arrest and prosecution, and he attempts to replicate the same exact actions. Check out Rogue's arrest video and conviction information below. Before we get started, please consider subscribing, turning on all your notifications, liking, and commenting below. Let's jump right in.
Here we are at Jackson County Correctional Institute, formerly known as I.W. Davis Prison. See, we're parked over here at the visitor parking. Now entering the Georgia Department of Corrections property. Blah, blah, blah. You can be searched.
I wanted to point this sign out because it's clear by entering this property that some of your rights are already limited. Throughout the video, you will hear him drawing comparisons between the grounds of this prison to a sidewalk, which is absurd on its face because a sidewalk is a traditional public forum. Walking on a sidewalk and being subjected to a search would absolutely be unconstitutional. This, of course, goes right over the freedom fighter's head, however.
Sir, this is Jackson County Correctional Institute, owned by Jackson County, operated by the state of Georgia. I'm on public property, just as public as if I was on the sidewalk, sir. I'm allowed to film. I do this for a living. You can come make contact with me if you want to. You can ask me what I'm here, what I'm doing. I'll answer what questions I decide to answer, but I'm going to take some video and some picture of the facility here.
For what reason?
I don't have to tell you that, but for my personal reasons. News, media, content, publishing, whatever I decide to do with it. I have no ill will, no ill intent. I'm not here to drop any drugs off. I'm well within my rights, sir. Call a deputy out here if that's what you need to do, because you obviously don't know
That's good,
this is
MZ.
public property.
Well, yes, it is obviously public property. That doesn't mean that one has full reign over said property.
So right here will be the entrance to the facility. Visitation day, Saturday.
Good question.
I'm like, and I'm past the hours. As you can see, there are no signs that say that I'm entering a restricted area at this point. Some of my family spent some time in this area, but
Well, that's interesting. I wonder if they're residents of the city of Jefferson or residents of the correctional facility. My guess is going to be the latter.
some of my family spent some time in this area, but or in this prison back when it was I.W. Davis.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
This is a publicly funded
You have to leave.
prison. I'm
If you do
okay,
not.
both of you are corrections. Neither one of you are A, going to get me to leave here, or B, get me to identify myself. If you think I have to leave public property, go ahead and call a deputy out here, and you two can be educated. I'm not here for any ill intent. I'm taking a video. I'm doing a little narration. Got a dog over there, beautiful dog. But if either one of you,
It's private property.
it is not private property if it's owned by Jackson County. It is publicly funded.
We're gonna have to call somebody to remove you.
Please, I'm waiting. I guarantee, but mark my words, nobody gets my name, and they leave here before I do.
So on this particular visit, he was actually correct in his assertion. However, Mr. Rights will eventually return to do a revisit. We'll be getting to that momentarily.
Anybody want money on that? You should have come out and asked me what I was doing. I told you. Well within my rights. Constitutionally protected rights. He's not leaving. He's not identifying. He's not leaving. I'm in the white car. You know my dad, but guess who is not going to come back to?
Oh, what happened there? Oh, am I still in the stream? What happened? Is everything okay? Am I here? You guys here? Shoot. Did I lose the broadcast? What happened? Guys, help me out here. If you're in the chat, say something. Did I lose the live? For real. It like thank you, MC. Oh, that that made me laugh. I'm sorry.
I'm going to stand right here. I'm going to stand right here and wait for the deputies that show up.
He said he's waiting for the deputies to show up.
This is public property owned by Jackson County, funded by the public. I have every right to be here.
You want us to wait outside or go back in? All right, 10-4. All right.
So y'all don't make asses of yourself. You go back in. That's why he's having you go back in. Dipshits. You're gonna learn today. They're not gonna put shit on me. No chains on me.
Same script, different day. This man has a total of eight videos, yet he's already claimed to do this for a living, while apparently, at least according to him, knows everything there is to know about his rights and public property.
Department of Corrections property, not private property, owned by the county of Jackson, run by Jackson County because it is Jackson County Correctional Institute. Our tax dollars fund this prison. Our tax dollars fund the people that operate this prison. None of this is private property. This is public property. Just as public as a sidewalk until I go into an area that says restricted. Just as public as a park until I go somewhere that says restricted access. Don't worry, it ain't coming back to me. Also, you realize you have to have RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion, to run a tag, don't you?
Nope.
Do you see what I mean? Running someone's plate does not require reasonable articulable suspicion. It's clear he's heard this in the past from a previous auditor and took this as fact. He's the walking definition of Dummy Krueger.
It ain't gonna come back to me or my address. I'm not stupid.
Yes, you are.
Let's learn a lesson today so that when they get out there on patrol, you realize you cannot tell somebody to leave public property.
Not public property.
When it's owned by the county, it's public property, sir. Funded by taxpayers, just like a city park. This is as public as any sidewalk in Jefferson or Commerce. And you're going to find out today. Where's he at? He doesn't seem to be in too big of a hurry. Y'all should probably stay inside when he gets here so you don't look stupid by the end of this video. As you can see, move my fingers, we're back in the designated smoking area because I'm a chain smoker. See, technically, if you look, I could go all the way back there and film the backside of this prison. You can go on Google Maps and get a view of the top of this prison.
Once again, just like the sign that said he was subjected to search, the irony was a little too funny here not to mention. He claims he can walk around this entire complex anywhere he likes as long as there isn't a sign that says restricted area. However, he stopped by this same spot 3 different times in 30 minutes to smoke his little ciggies. If this area is like a public sidewalk, why did he continue to return to the designated smoking area to puff away? If it's your land, buddy, and you can do whatever the hell you want, smoke wherever the hell you want then.
Do you have any reason to come inside or anything?
I
like
had
that?
no reason to come inside.
Okay.
I did hit the button because they said a deputy was coming. I didn't want to leave before you got here.
Gotcha.
You know, so I did hit the button. But outside of that, I had no reason to want to come inside.
Okay.
I pulled up. I saw that dog. Was so happy because the first thing I want to do is get a video, start the video with that dog.
I got you.
I don't know what that dog's for, but it's a beautiful dog, and I'm sure it keeps drugs out of this compound. But as I barely made it from there, the first one came out and told me I had to leave. I couldn't video. Told him he was wrong. I don't think I ever cussed either one of y'all. I told you guys I was wrong. I might have raised my voice a little bit because I have a certain way of talking, but I never disrespected either one of you guys. I just told you that you were wrong. And I hope, because you're eventually heading out to be a deputy at some point in the future. Hopefully, no? You don't stay corrections? Well, I hope at least whoever in here else that thought that I could not be where I was gets education and helps them in the future. This sergeant, obviously, I forget his name because I'm bad with names.
Sergeant Bishop.
Sergeant
Just so
Bishop.
I'm clear, you're not interrupting any activity going on here at all? You're just out here videotaping, taking pictures?
Ask him that.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I've done nothing but walk up and down here and take a few videos. Stood right here, waited after they called the cops. I was here for less than 3 minutes
You don't
before I
have to
was
give me
accosted.
your name, but do you mind if I ask it?
My name's Shane.
Shane?
Yes, sir.
Last name Shane?
No, I wouldn't give my last name.
Okay.
No.
All right. What's your name?
I mean, if it is a public dog, does that mean he has to buy food for it and walk it and come clean up the shit? I mean, if it's a public dog.
Sergeant Sale.
Okay. I'll step inside and talk to you right quick, if you don't mind. You have a good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm just gonna hang around till you're done.
So the deputy eventually speaks with the correctional officers and allows the man to stay on the property, essentially agreeing with our First Amendment auditor. The deputy finally leaves after a few minutes, and the auditor leaves shortly after that. He gave this place a big fat fail, so much so that he decided to call the warden a few days later, looking to get the correctional officers reprimanded. He didn't like what he heard from the warden, however, so he made a return visit a few days later.
Arrest by the warden of this prison that's run by the county, because I came up here and audited the other day. Called to tell them they should at least have a restricted access sign there because I could walk all the way down there. All the way down there I could walk because there's no restricted access signs. There's no restricted access signs anywhere on this property. I guess until you get inside. But when I called to talk to them about the incident that happened where they called the cops and the cops upheld their my constitutional rights, the warden decided he was going to get on the phone and tell me if I came back on this property I was going to get arrested. So here we are. Let's go get arrested.
And arrested he does get.
I don't know his name. This is the one that threatened me with arrest. This is his county fucking vehicle. Threatened me with arrest if I came back on this property to take another video after Jackson County Sheriff's Department said I had every right to be on public property. There's the front entrance. And here they come. Took less than 2 minutes. Took less than 2 minutes.
You need to leave the premises.
I'm not leaving the premises.
All right, arrest him.
Where's the deputy at? Where's the deputy at?
Go ahead and arrest him.
Where's the sheriff's deputy at?
Go ahead and put your hands
You gonna arrest me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You just signed yourself to check?
You think so?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, I did.
He told me to leave. Have I been trespassed? Have I been formally trespassed for one? No, I haven't. Where's the trespass form for one? Two, this is public fucking property.
It is not.
Is that still running? Please leave it running.
It is not public.
There you go. I
property.
appreciate that.
Under USCGA 42517, it shall be unlawful for any person to loaf, linger.
How many of you are surprised by the way he looks? How many of you are surprised by the way he looks? By the way, comic book guy, stick to comic books. Stay in the store. First Amendment auditing is not for you, comic book guy.
Or stand around where inmates are employed or kept
after having been ordered by the warden, superintendent, or designated representative in charge of the inmates to desist.
Doesn't apply to when you're on public property.
I really liked his last sentence saying it doesn't apply on public property. It specifically only applies when you're on public property, given that this is a state run facility. A lot of these guys don't think before they speak and simply regurgitate what they've heard on similar YouTube channels. He mysteriously removed this footage from his YouTube channel, which struck me as peculiar since he appeared so confident in exercising his rights on the property, assuming there were no signs indicating otherwise. If these guys are going to continue acting in this manner, they should really brush up on the public forum doctrine. When it pertains to our First Amendment rights, there's a massive difference between a public sidewalk and the grounds of a public prison. Public sidewalks, as well as parks and streets, are considered traditional public forums where individuals have a robust constitutional right to express their views and engage in First Amendment protected activities. Government regulations on speech in these areas must meet a high standard of strict scrutiny to be deemed constitutional. However, the grounds of a public prison fall under the category of a non-public forum. These areas are not open to public speech and assembly, and the government has more discretion in regulating the conduct of individuals within these premises. For one reason or another, most of these so-called freedom fighters fail to take this into consideration, and as long as they continue to misinform their viewers, I'll be doing my best to correct some of their assertions. I don't have much hope for them changing their ways, however, so it looks like I may be here for quite a while. All right, guys, thanks so much for stopping by today. Remember to hit the subscribe button, like, and comment below. This is Dummy Krueger, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
All right, guys. Well, that was the third and final video of the broadcast. But it's not over. It's not over. If you're still here, if you're still here with me, like I said, everything that we do as far as like a chat and us all together is this is gonna help to bring along Mr. Dummy Krueger more often. So remember, this is all these interactions that I'm doing is for him to see. Okay. So right now, I want you guys to give me your top three. In order of what do you think is number one, number two, and number three of the three videos we just saw? I'm still going with the second one being my number one. The U-Haul audit, and that's what we'll call it. We'll call it U-Haul audit. The number two, I think, is the last video. That dude. Oh my god, that's hilarious. And then the whole explanation of public forum doctrine. I love it when Dummy Krueger breaks down things. So I'm gonna go with 2, 3, 1. You guys go ahead and put your opinion on the chat. Oh, Mimsy, me and you are simpaticos. Hey, Pokey, if you get a chance, rewind and watch this stream again because it's important to get along, see what we're doing on these types of streams right now. So, let me know your opinion. Okay, OTA is going 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. Pat going. All right, all right, all right. 2, 2, 3, 1, like me and Mimsy. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else still here? Sue? Anybody else? Okay. So every day, I mean, every time we have one of these lives, I'm gonna go ahead and announce the number one video. The number one video would be yesterday's video, the U-Haul audit, and now the U-Haul audit is gonna be carried over to next week, and is gonna go up against another two videos. If it continues to be the funny video, we're gonna keep that one going. If another one beats it out, then another one's gonna beat it out. Kind of do it like those old VJ shows, where it's gonna be all Dummy Krueger videos. So the number two video for today, U-Haul audits, is gonna carry over to next week. Um, you guys let me know in the comment section, or if you got my email, let me know if you guys want me to do this on Wednesdays or Fridays or Sundays. I figure those are like typical end week moments where we can get a lot of videos of, I don't know how many Dummy is gonna drop. Uh, I will do OTA. I will do polls. I'm not gonna do them today. This is just it's so everybody understands what we're getting at. But I will do polls in the community posts and everything. You guys are gonna get a lot of interaction for these lives, but these are specifically for Dummy Krueger fans. Okay, so understand that this is I'm gonna do much more. There's gonna be a lot more interaction and stuff like that as far as these things are concerned. So um if you guys have ideas for this, please leave a comment underneath this video as far as the day you guys want me to do them. I'm gonna drop a poll sometime tonight on what day you guys would like it better. uh these are the days that I'm planning on doing this stream is Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Okay, buddy. I will drop a poll on that. uh and if you guys, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions for these Dummy Krueger lives, like I said, these are all for Dummy Krueger fans. If you're a Dummy Krueger fan, these are the lives for you. Sure. Whatever makes it easier for you guys to understand what I'm doing with this live, because, like I said, this is all about trying to get my buddy up here and show him that he's got fans that want to see him come out live. And like I said, the more interaction from you guys is gonna make him want to come out, like be out here and actually do lives and stuff like that. Because he's a very busy guy, and he has to give his time to many things. So if he sees that it's worth it to come out here and like give some time out here, he'll do it. And as you can see, he came over here. Like I know he's having a very busy day, but he still came over here to say hi, even though I wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't expecting it. He decided to come anyways because that's how much he appreciates his fans. So I'm letting everybody know. Like I hope you guys understand that I'm doing this for Dummy because I appreciate him, and I hope you guys do too. And like I said, you guys continue to interact and do things on these lives, and we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him to do lives and stuff like that, and you guys are gonna be a part of it. And I'm gonna give everybody in this chat credit for getting Dummy Kruger to start doing live shows. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and put the poll out for what day exactly you guys want me to do these, but this is officially the first one, and we're gonna carry over U-Haul audits for next week for the next three, and we're gonna see if it beats over any the other two videos that we see for next week. All right, guys, and then eventually I'll set up a classics, classic top five and stuff like that. I'll slowly put them out, but you guys give me suggestions and stuff like that. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, Dummy Kruger, for passing by. Like I said, I'm not BSing you guys. Like he's watching. So you guys want more Dummy Kruger, you guys got to interact and make this happen. So thank you guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and let me know any other suggestions you want to make for the Dummy Kruger fan show. Bye bye, guys.